You know, if I had a nickel for every time we reviewed a Pulse movie, I would have 3 nickels now. Which isn't a lot, but when it comes to movies with the same title, it is kind of weird. I'm David, this is Terrorble Reviews, and if you like all things horror related, make sure you hit that follow button. Today we're going to be reviewing 2006's Pulse, which has nothing to do with the 1988 movie of the same name, but is a remake of the 2001 Pulse movie that we reviewed previously on the channel. Now, I really love 2001's Pulse, but does the American remake hold up to the standards I set for that movie? Well, let's find out. Enough of that. Let's get into the scores and find out what I think of Pulse 2006. Starting off with terror. How scary is this movie? Not as scary as the original, and it has to do with the CG in this movie. The 2001 movie did not have good effects, and I say that in my previous review, but they do have real actors being the ghosts occasionally, and they gave some extremely creepy performances. In this movie, they're using these CGI ghosts, and I don't know why when most of this could have been just practical people with effects done afterwards, but no, these were a lot of 3D rendered ghosts that just looked silly at times and made me laugh. There was no real tension build up and nothing extremely scary in this movie, so I can only give it a 2 out of 5 for terror. How are the effects in this movie though? Well, like I said previously, this has a lot of crappy CGI effects in it. Now, like I said, the original 2001 movie had some really awful effects, and it actually got a 1 out of 5 for effects. And I sadly have to give this one a 2 out of 5 for effects, because while the CG is extremely bad, it is still a little bit better than the original. Now onto the story. Now this is where it is pretty much the same as the original movie. Now there are a lot of big changes, I'll give you that, but they do stick to the basic plot of the movie. That being said, they don't do a great job at it, and this movie really makes you feel like they think you're dumb because it explains everything in extreme detail, whereas the original movie didn't really do that. Overall, for the story, I'm going to give this one a 2 out of 5. Lastly, was Pulse fun? Honestly, it's not the worst American remake of a Japanese horror movie, but it's still nowhere near as fun as the original and not nearly as scary, so I'm only going to give this one a 3 out of 5 for fun. Was Pulse 2006 terrifying or terrible? I would have to say this one was, okay. But have you seen Pulse 2006? If you have, let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next review.